on YouTube. Back at it again with another live stream. Make sure. I think I got the. Okay, now. All right. Yeah. Sorry about that. Back at it again with another live stream. And just basically sipping on a little bit of injustice after the Street Fighter V beta. I jumped on a little bit of Guilty Gear. You know, I can't just set that to the side. And basically, the beta definitely showed a lot of improvement since the last iterations. A lot faster, a lot smoother. Near the end, there was a really big turnout, and it really showed the capabilities of the network, and how promising it would be at launch, especially with the PC to PS4 cross-platform play. At first, I was a little skeptical about that because sometimes it can be a problem in Guilty Gear on as far as PS3, PS4 cross-platform play, but it was pretty seamless. There was still a little bit of glitchiness on when it came down to online matches, but I expected that. I don't think that'll be something that they will be able to alleviate 100%, but I do see it improving a lot. But just a few things that I wanted to note to anybody that's interested in really getting into the franchise, especially transitioning from Street Fighter 4. There are a lot of differences in the mechanics, for instance, there's no invincibility in backdashing. So in Street Fighter 4, people who were heavy on backdashing to get out of trouble, once the other person really catches on to that, or that you're doing that, you can get heavily punished. I don't know if it'll be a crush counter, or if it'll just be if it'll just count as a regular hit, but you can definitely get hit out of backdashing. And what else? Let's see. There's no crouch checking, so I know that's one of the biggest problems, because me personally, I really did rely heavily on crouch checking, because it took a lot of the mind games out of worrying about getting thrown. And but after I really played the beta, I didn't really feel the need to crouch tech. Throw teching was still pretty much, the same as it was before. You can read it. You can kind of tell when somebody's, dropped off of trying to come at you with normals, and really just wanted to go in for a throw. You can kind of tell. But another one of the biggest mechanics that they changed was the fact that there is no meter build or you don't build meter off of whiff supers or specials. Basically, I'm sorry, special moves. One big example is I mained Ken in Street Fighter 4, and one of the biggest things I did to build meter would, be an empty jump into an air tatsu, and that would give me a little sliver of meter here and there, so that I can set to the side for setups and FADC combos and stuff like that. But they took that out of the equation altogether. So they really want you to go in and really engage the other person. Now, whether that coincides with the aspect that each character is set up differently, I don't know if that'll help cater to characters that are non-zoning like Zangief, because I found it like the Zangief Ryu match was a little hard for Zangief. I played a couple of Zangiefs. One of them was really good and really dominated, but once after I played that Zangief, I kind of respected his close range more, and that really allowed me to take advantage of Ryu's zoning, and I really gave the second Zangief that I played a really hard time. So I don't know if that was I don't know if they'll change that later on, but I know that's going to be something to get used to. They even went as far as to make Ryu's air tatsu only come out if you're jumping forward. So if you try a neutral jump air tatsu or a jump back air tatsu, nothing will come out. What else? V trigger. I really got into a lot of V trigger combos, something that I didn't really broadcast last time. I had them, but I didn't really show them because I didn't know if they were going to get nerfed, buffed, or how the frame changes would differ in this one, because I knew that they were going to speed up the movement in the game. But the V-trigger combos were pretty seamless, real fun, and the muscle memory in a lot of the combos and stuff that I picked up wasn't that hard to develop. Like, I only had literally maybe a few hours with the beta altogether throughout the weekend of me jumping on and off, and I was still able to really do some of the harder juggled combos from Ken and Ryu just after a few tries. And I'm playing on stick, but with the button layout that I have, I tried to consider, those who be playing on controller or pad. And it looks like because of the frame leniency and the hit stun, Capcom really wanted to take into consideration the people who would be playing on pad or controller. And a lot of the stuff I could see being pulled off on controller. But I do believe that maybe there might have to be some adjustments made on the button configuration in order for them to pull those combos off. So I don't know. As far as the balance, I would say there are 4 characters that really need to be I don't know, maybe nerfed a little bit. And I heard those characters, or most of the characters on my list of overly or overpowered characters, have had health reductions or reductions in their stamina. Basically, how much they can get hit before they get dizzy. And I think it's Armika, Karen, and Chun-Li. But characters on that list that really that needed to have been added to that list are Cammy. Well, I believe Cammy was added to that list too. But Birdie is a huge problem. I really think that Birdie is extremely overpowered. He's even after playing him with Ryu, it was a huge problem trying to zone him out. And I just think that they really need to rebalance him, because if they don't, I really do see that he could be potentially one of the cheapest characters in the game. It could cause a lot of problems for the people that don't play or won't play casually. So I don't know. It'll definitely have to be seen what happens with him after people reveal enough tech. But yeah, Birdie is definitely a character that if, like I said, if they don't nerf him, it'll be a huge problem. I was hoping that they would have released or allowed us to play with the new character Fawn, but that didn't happen. I got a little time to play with Dalsum, pretty much the entire cast, and I still gotta say that Capcom did an awesome job with balancing, for the most part, the game in general. It'll probably be the most balanced Street Fighter game at launch, but for the most part, that'll definitely be one of the games that I focus most heavily on early next year. Of course, I'm definitely gonna stay on Guilty Gear. I can't wait for Revelator. I'll probably still play Mortal Kombat, not competitively, but casually. As you can see, from time to time I play other fighters like Injustice, maybe a little bit of Blaze Blue. But yeah, for the most part, Street Fighter is definitely going to be a title that has most of my attention for a while. But anybody that had a chance to play the beta, definitely post your comments in the description box below, like, dislike. Let me know what you thought about it. But thanks everybody for watching. That was just my opinion on the beta. It was fun. I really enjoyed it this weekend. Peace.